the food chase game. This food chase game, I have worked with Forrest, Micke, Ellis, and Lindsey Sommer, and I find that it's a great way to get a dog engaged, especially when you're working a young dog. It's really wonderful, like with Sparks, when I would come into an environment that was very busy and a lot going on, and instead of letting him be distracted or popping on his collar and saying, watch me, I would play the food chase game. And this reconnects him back to me in a really fun way, and it would just kick him into a working mode and forget about the outside surroundings and what else is going on. Also, I will do food chase when I'm healing. I'll do it as a release. There's a lot of different things that you can use it for, but it comes in, the start of it is when I'm just getting the dog to activate me, and I will use movement to give the dog the reinforcement. So movement, of course, helps to keep your dog active rather than just handing them a cookie like this. The dog is not involved in that process at all. So when I do reinforce, I always make sure that I move and the dog comes to the food. So I'm just going to run through this with Sparks and try to talk a little bit about it as I'm doing it, but it will be a little bit condensed version because I am working him at the same time. So when you have your food, you hold it in your hand so that it is like this. So my thumb is just over the treat like that, and I just cup my hand just slightly so that the dog's muzzle doesn't hit a flat hand, it hits a cupped hand, and the food then goes, or my hand then goes backwards, and the treat is released. Now sometimes it's really easy to not have your timing right, and as the dog goes through the treat, you've dropped it too early and it falls on the ground. Not a big deal. The more you do it, the better you will get at it. So in the very early stages, what I'm going to do is put the treat in my hand, and I'm going to have the dog actually push into my hand. Yes. Okay. Try that again. So he's pushing, yes. And then I use the same leg and the same hand and go back like this so that the dog drives through to get the treat. You can also do it going this way. So he's pushing, yes. Good. And then I turn around and can have him push this way, yes. Turn around, yes. Good. So I have a delivery hand and I have a dispensing hand. So now I'm just going to do it where I get some eye contact from him. Yes. And I'm just going to do it sideways, one step with the same leg and the same hand. Yes. Boy. Yes. Good. Yes. So this is especially useful in the distracting environment because you're just taking one step back and forth. Now I'll do the food chase game a little bit faster, going this way. Yes. This way. Yes. 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 Good boy. Sparks, Sparks. So you can see how it goes back and forth, and the dog stays very active. And you can do it on both sides. So I did it on this side. I can also do it with the dog in my right hand. Yes. 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 Sparks, Sparks. Yes. Good. Sit. So if we drop a treat, just let him get it, wait for a second. Then I start moving and I say his name so that they don't learn to kind of stay out there and look for crumbs or anything else. So then the other thing I'm going to do with the food chase game is put in a miss. And this is where it becomes really fun because the dog thinks he's going to get the treat, but he actually doesn't. You move your hand out of the way. So what I'm going to do on a miss is move my hand sideways like that so that he has to turn around and come back to the treat. When I'm doing misses, I can add in a heeling cue, a drop cue, a sit cue. So let's see if I can do some of those. Give that a try. Yay, good boy. Better to do it on this side so that I can go into a heeling cue. Yes. Spark strut. Yeah. Good boy. Very nice. So that's one way I can add those into heeling, into about turns. It just makes the heeling exciting and unpredictable. And then this is one where I'm going to ask him to come up a little bit higher to get the treat instead of the down, lower chasing. This is a more experienced dog version. Good. Good. Down. Nice. Down. Good. So you can see how you can add in something. That one was a down. Good job. Okay. Okay. Chip. Chip. Sparks. Good. Sparks. Sit. Nice. Sit. He has to hold his sit. That's something that he's just learning, so that's fine. Chip. Good. Chip. Chip. Down. Good. Chip. Nice. You ready? One. Yes. Good. So that's the food chase game. As I said, I didn't design it. I learned it from the people I mentioned earlier in the video, but I have adopted it into my training because I see a lot of value in it, and it really helps to keep the dogs having fun and keeping you unpredictable.